I can't hear you. Yeah, that's weird.
You hear me now?
Can. There you go.
All right, so here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Woo, you
We
looking
are
set,
here
bro.
and we are live for another Nothing But Raiders podcast, episode 12. I am your host, Darren of the Spotlight Football Talk with my co-host here, Leo here. And before we get into this, if y'all see at the bottom, right over top of Spotlight Football Talk, if you want to go to any live event, if you want to go to any sporting event, no matter what team it is, make sure you use the promo code SRT on SeatGeek and you get 20% off your first purchase, ladies and gentlemen. This episode and this show is now sponsored by SeatGeek. So use SRT to get your first $20 off your first purchase when you go into SeatGeek and go to any live event, any boxing, sports, basketball, comedy, anything that's on SeatGeek, you use the promo code SRT. I know y'all see me do a lot of shorts today. I know y'all see me do the lives today.
Mm-hmm.
I know y'all heard my side of it, man. I'm with Red. I'm not happy about any of the moves that has been made. Hey, Dominique 5, I'm not mad at. Okay, so I just want to get this out there for the last time before I'm gonna let you go because they didn't hear from you. They didn't hear from you.
No. Yeah.
Now the
Mm-hmm.
Darren Waller trade, I knew that he was going to be traded.
Okay.
I knew that he was going to be traded. Just didn't know when he was going to be traded.
Okay.
But the fact that we only got a third round pick and nothing else is a fucking steal for the Giants. It's a fucking steal. I don't. And just to let you know, Leo,
Yeah.
the Chiefs gave that pick to the Giants for Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, that's the Kadarius Tony pick. I
That's
was
the
looking at that.
Kadarius Toney 100th overall pick, and now they give it to us.
Right.
I'm gonna let you take the floor because all these signings that we got. What's your thoughts first on Jimmy Garoppolo when it comes to this? What is your thoughts on this?
Man, it's so funny because all the quarterback talk we've been having on this show, me and you, the news, all that. Jimmy G was like our last hope. You know, it was like our safe spot, considering everything that's been going on. I don't like him. I never really have been a Jimmy G fan for different reasons. But to see how much they got him for, when you look at the contract, very cheap. You're looking at 1-2 year deal max, him being here, which makes
Mm-hmm.
me feel that they know they need to get their future quarterback. And if it's going to be early in the draft, later in the draft, or hell, even maybe next year's draft, go all in with Caleb or whoever. But man, to go from Derek Carr to Jimmy G, there's not really much of a damn difference at this point. If anything, to me, Carr aired it out more than Jimmy. But I get the whole Jimmy knows the system. He's gonna be Big Daniel's gonna feel more comfortable with his boy. Like, yeah, whatever. Yesterday, I felt good about that. Today, hearing that now Waller's gone, I feel even worse about it. Like now, what? Now you take away a weapon from him. So now, what the hell is Jimmy gonna do? And my whole thing with Jimmy is his durability. Is he gonna last all 17 games? And then to see
Exactly.
that Stidman took off to Denver. So now we don't even have the backup that we knew could come in and take over if Jimmy went down. So now we're stuck with, oh my God, it's ridiculous. I don't like it. I hate the fact that Waller's gone for only a third rounder. I want to believe that they tried shopping him around for more and that this was where the market was at based on his availability the last 2 years. If you look at it, Waller's only scored what, like 5 TDs in the last 2 years, missed the last end of the season the last 2 years when they really needed him. But man, I don't know. This whole Jimmy G thing, based on what was left out there, I would have loved Lamar Jackson. I would have loved it. But the price would have been way too much for us to build more on what we needed. We need to build the rest of this team and not spend so much on the damn quarterback, which
Now,
is
now people say that it's a lateral move to get Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And I kind of got Jimmy Garoppolo a little bit over Derek Carr
based on wins.
Based off wins.
Okay, yeah.
Based off, he throws more touchdowns than Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does know Josh McDaniel's system. But let's not forget what the 49ers did to build around Jimmy Garoppolo, and that was a defense.
And that's what I'm hoping that we end up doing the same.
And that was a defense. And T. Sweezy, I'll have you on for next week's show. We got to talk about it. I'll have you on as a guest for next week's show. But when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo, it's pros and cons with him, just like Carr. Carr was a little bit more mobile in the pocket, but Jimmy Garoppolo knows how to escape the pocket. It's a little bit of difference.
Yeah.
They built, when he was in San Francisco, they built him an offensive line. They got weapons for Jimmy Garoppolo. We add Jacoby Myers,
which was good. I'm not mad at that.
Which was good, but I was kind of nervous of somebody's going to get traded today. Either it was going to be Waller or Hunter Renfrow. Right. It was going to be one of those two. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like Jimmy G doesn't get his respect because of his durability. Now, just imagine if he did finish out the season with the 49ers. You might would have saw a different team. They might be the Philadelphia Eagles going to the Super Bowl.
Right. If he would have finished,
it might have been the 49ers going to the Super Bowl as Jimmy G was hurt. I mean, all those quarterbacks was hurt in 49ers. Mm-hmm. And I think that if you break down the deal outside of the 34 guarantee, it breaks down into what? Almost $11.5 million.
$11.5 million for a quarterback.
That's not bad for Jimmy G. And you have to think about all the options that was gone. Brady was gone. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers was out the question. They was not spending for $250 million in two first-round picks from Lamar Jackson. No, they was not doing that. Mm-mm. They wasn't doing that at all. So even though the fact Jimmy G was the best available quarterback, and we still got him for cheap, because if he would have went somewhere else, he would have got more than what he got.
I think so. Yeah. My whole thing is I hope he comes to us with a chip. I want him to come play with that chip on the shoulder. Like, y'all, they outed me in San Francisco. I got them to the Super Bowl. They brought in these two young guys. Like, I want him to come to Vegas with that chip on the shoulder and prove us all wrong. All the haters prove us wrong, Jimmy.
But now we're stuck in a situation where Devontae Adams is there. Yeah. He did have the cryptid story, but he clarified that.
He cleared it up. Yeah.
He clarified that. And then Josh Jacobs and Jermaine Illuminor and certain players on Twitter is like, what the hell is going on with the Darren Waller trade? Now, people might say, right? People might say, oh, Darren Waller was on his way out. Yes, we all know Darren Waller was on his way out. Mm-hmm. But we know right now this Las Vegas Raiders needs a defense.
It does.
And for me to get the 100th overall pick for a third rounder, that's uncertain of what that third rounder is going to be.
Will look like, yep. Unless you're going to use it to move up or trade up or
use it to move up or trade up. But I feel like you could have got more for Waller. Technically, the Giants got Waller for free.
And then you look back at the Ramsey deal, it was a third round pick and nobody tied in. Couldn't we have done that to the Rams?
We could have done that. We could have sent Waller to the Rams and got Jalen Ramsey for a third round pick. We could have did that.
Third round pick, yeah.
Like that's what I'm not understanding about this regime. Like we re-signed Roderick Teamer, we brought back Brandon Faison. And the only one I really liked was Marcus Epps. And even though Marcus Epps is not really a bad safety,
he's more of a depth, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's a depth piece, because I don't know what we're going to do with Deron Harmon. I think Marcus Epps is going to start if Deron Harmon doesn't get re-signed.
Oh.
That's the thing. If Deron Harmon doesn't get re-signed, We keep in Marcus Epps, unfortunately. It's sad, but it's true. You know, Jacoby Brissett, we could have had a few other different quarterbacks here. We all knew Aaron Rodgers was out. We all knew Aaron Rodgers was out of it.
Yeah,
we just knew
that was.
Brandon Faison, I knew we was gonna. I didn't know we was gonna bring him back. I thought he was gonna re-sign with the Colts and stay with Gus Bradley.
I was shocked when I saw that he came back.
And now I'm kind of nervous about what's going to happen with Josh Jacobs now, even though that trading Waller gives us $11 million in cap space.
Yep.
It does. But I just felt like it's for me, what I said on the last live stream. If you watched the last live stream when I did the breaking news, I said it's not about Waller going to the Giants. It's about what we got back in return for him that I was more pissed at.
Okay.
So we knew that. I already knew that. I said it on many times. Dominique 5 can say a lot of times that I say I wouldn't be surprised if Waller gets traded. I said it many a times on this channel. I would not be surprised if Waller got traded.
Yeah.
Then it comes down to him getting traded. I'm like, okay, we trade Darren Waller. But I said a third round.
That's
it,
pick, bro.
That's it.
That was it.
That's a bag of peanuts in a Tupac CD. The actual physical CD. Matter of fact, the Tupac double disc. Like, it's so many players that we could have got, man. It's so many players that we could have got that we could have spent. There's a lot of linebackers that came off the board, like Kaiser White.
Yeah.
Kaiser White. Dominique 5 just put it up there. He said Kaiser White, 2 years, $11 million.
Yeah.
Why we can't spend on? We have no linebackers right now.
Nope.
Besides Darian Butler, that's still on roster, and Luke Masterson, and Devon Diablo, which is unproven. So as far as the defense side of it go, we kind of like, in a nutshell, when it comes to defensive tackles and linebackers. Now on the offensive side, I have concerns.
Yeah, I want to see what linebacker they're going to pick up with what's left.
Right.
Obviously, Edmonds got the big deal from Chicago. Like, I get that. He got paid.
He got paid. He got paid.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, damn, never mind. He got paid. Okay, Chicago.
So now my question to you is this, bro.
What's up?
What do we do at the tight end position? Foster Moreau is a free agent. Jesper Hornstead is the only tight end that we have on this roster. Where do we go next? And shout out to Bobby Oriki. He signed with the Giants as well. Another one that I was looking at to come to the Raiders.
You know what? I think they might be looking at draft. Honestly, draft or bringing back Moreau. This is a pretty deep draft when it comes to tight ends. You know, you got Big Boy from Notre Dame. Then you got the dude from Georgia. There's a couple of others out there that I saw on the combine tapes that I was watching the NFL Network. Maybe they're thinking going younger. They weren't relying on that Waller being healthy. You know, they were figured we free up that money instead, and let's just go younger, because that's the only way. Other way I see them looking is going draft with this tight end pick.
Is there any way that we can go and get Mike Gesicki from Miami? He's a young tight end.
Didn't he get franchise tag?
I haven't heard any news about Mike Gesicki getting franchise tagged. I haven't heard any news about that. I mean, you really can't. I mean, you could trade for Dallas Goedert, but they already signed him. But I mean, signing extensions don't mean shit now in the NFL, because you can sign an extension and you could be gone.
Yeah,
we've seen it with Waller. We've seen it with Carr. Unfortunately, but let me just get to the people in the chat. I really didn't get a chance to shout out everybody.
Oh yeah, shout them out. Shout
them out to Emmanuel Rodriguez, Vegas Coin Vegas. I am not sure I can make this podcast, but hello, Raiders, Ohio Brown fan. Somebody please find out the host. No, the Red Light 88 yet. Thank you. Shout out to Dominique 5. Shout out to
What's up, Dominic?
Chad. He said, Darren, I'm liking the moves my Steelers are doing so far. At least Omar is doing better than Kevin Colbert, since Colbert always had his head stuck up. I didn't even want to say it. Shout out to T Sweezy. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jimmy. He said we whiffle on Tom Brady. Lamar, A-Rod, and the top rookie prospect. Signed a wide receiver, a cornerback when needed. A QB and a DT, shaking my head. And then our backup is now playing for our division rival. That's even more crazy. We're gonna get more into that though. We're gonna get more into that. I think Jimmy is only better on the run play action. Everywhere else, Carr is better, right? Now, the difference between Jimmy G and Carr, Jimmy G loves to throw to his tight ends. That's why I was kind of nervous about Waller being traded. He loves throwing to his running backs and his tight ends. Since we don't have a tight end on the roster, I just don't know what's going to happen there. Shout out to Carlos. Carlos, thank you for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Raider Dangerfield, what's going on, brother? Angel was good. We don't play the Giants next season. That's not the point, though. But if they did, I'm just saying. Maybe we wanted to be in league for the most draft picks, LOL. Almighty Finesse, shout out to you, bro. You are a Giants fan, and you got Darren Waller for a double disc Tupac CD and a bag of peanuts at a baseball game. So yeah, shout out to Almighty Finesse and the Giants. Shout out to the Giants Nation for that. But we aren't getting anything in return for these guys. Nothing for Carr, nothing for Waller, signing Jimmy G, face on Myers, and still not addressing the defensive line. Basically, Robert Penna, what's going on? Anthony Price, that tight end, the Cowboys is a free agent. If we go out and get Dalton Schultz, then I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine with getting Dalton Schultz because Dalton Schultz is a free agent, solid tight end in this league. Austin Hooper is available for the Titans. Yeah, I'm not. I'll go with Dalton Schultz over Austin Hooper. So shout out to Darnell Sanders. Shout out to Toilet Seat. Wow. His name is Toilet Seat. Yo, yeah, Freddie Chavez, what's going on? Florida boy could have packaged a deal and moved up to number 1 or number 3 if we was going to trade Waller. You could have traded Waller to the Arizona Cardinals for the number 3 overall pick and got DeAndre Hopkins in return. I'm just saying.
Oh, that trade Waller for Hopkins, I would have did that.
Oh my God, that would have been crazy. Now about that, bro. The Jets are signing everyone for Aaron Rodgers. Yes, they are.
Did you see that list of old players that he wants?
The wish list. He's going to get Aaron Lazard. He's probably going to get Randall Cobb, and he's going to get Odell. He's going to get Odell.
Odell, and then the other one was Mercedes Lewis. I'm like, really?
But I heard that we was in talks with Mercedes Lewis as well.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Mercedes Lewis. Y'all saw Mike Gesicki? I will.
See, look, these are the ones I was telling you about in the draft. You got Michael Mayer from Notre Dame,
right?
Darnell Washington out of Georgia, Luke Shoemaker out of Michigan. Then you got Luke Musgrave out of Oregon State. There's some big boys out there at tight end in the draft.
Which is understandable, which is completely understandable. But if I could go out and get a Dalton Schultz that had a great year for the Dallas Cowboys, that was literally he's a top 10 tight end in this league. Yeah. Dalton Schultz is a top 10 tight end in this league, and he's still in the market. If I am Josh McDaniels, I'm going after one of these veterans to get more depth. That I will go get a tight end in the draft because right now I think we got 12 draft picks now since we got that extra draft pick.
Yeah, 12.
We can still go get a tight end in the draft and still go get one in free agency. I'm just saying we need depth there now since we only have one on the roster.
Right.
Gronk is not coming back, realist. Stop it.
Who say Gronk?
Gronk is not coming back. He's not coming back. But but drafting a tight end so high in the draft is crazy. I don't really think tight ends is going to be drafted high this year. I don't know about high,
but with so many
tight ends being a first round pick. I don't see any tight ends being I see second round.
Just big boy from Notre Dame, maybe. Michael Mayer. He'll be like late first round. Big boy from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. He's been projected to be late first round.
You think he's better than the Georgia tight
end? You know what? I think the Georgia one is better overall as far as blocking and passing. But I know they've been projecting Michael Mayer to be like low first round. Yeah. I mean, end of first round pick. Yeah.
Florida boy said the first and second round picks better be starters, no projects.
Oh, they got to be.
They got to be starters.
They have to be. We got to come out of this draft with at least three or four starters. Got to come out of this draft for us.
Right.
There ain't no like, oh, all these draft picks are projects. No. Hell no.
Now, this is the question that I'm scared to hear. This is what I'm scared to hear.
Oh, I know. I've been hearing this all day from my fam and
Now, if Hunter Renfrow gets traded, right? And we get nothing back in return, I wouldn't know what to say.
So what is nothing back in return? Another 3rd round pick?
We gotta get some type of player swap or something.
A player swap, like a Hopkins.
We gotta get some real true compensation that we can use. I understand you want to build draft picks and you want to be a young football team. I get it, but you still have to have a mix of veterans to help these young players.
Yes.
You got to have some real good veterans, not no veterans that's on their way out the door. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, that's why I would have liked Kendricks. Kendricks would have been perfect for that, but he ended up going to the Chargers.
And he didn't even get the bag for real. He did it.
When I saw how much he got, I was like, oh, that was it.
He really got a bargain for that. Darnell Washington is a dog. Toilet Seat says Gruden got the best out of Waller, and he was a Gruden grinder. Even though I didn't like Gruden, but I have to agree.
You might have to.
I have to agree. You got Gruden got the best out of Waller. He really did. I'm sorry to say.
He did. He really did.
Yeah, I'll have to agree on that one there because like I was snapping earlier. I'm sorry. I was snapping. I
heard you yesterday with Jimmy when you were going off about signing Jimmy.
I was defending Jimmy G because I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not counting him out just yet because of the fact that, okay, we have Waller, we have Renfrow, we got Josh Jacobs, we got Devontae Adams.
The weapons.
If we re-sign a Luminor and get some depth at the offensive line, which was a ton of offensive linemen that went off the board in free agency yesterday that we could have got that was dead ass cheap that they got him for. So
did Orlando Brown go somewhere yet?
I didn't see Orlando Brown go nowhere yet.
Okay.
But the best part, I wanted Ben Powers from Baltimore.
Oh yeah, you mentioned.
I wanted Ben Powers for Baltimore, but he got paid in Denver. Him and Mike McGlinchey.
No, they got paid.
They both got paid for Denver.
Linemen. Yeah, Sean Payton said we bring up this O-line.
Yeah, they're going to do whatever to protect Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
So top free agents, according to Anthony Price, says Foster Moreau, Robert Tonyan, Hayden Hurst, Mike Gesicki, and Dalton Schultz. You know what? I'm not mad at this lineup.
See? We can get one of those.
I think we could bring Orlando Brown in for cheap, though.
Yeah, I think we could bring him in for cheap, but you would have to convince him to play right tackle.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing, and he wants to play left tackle.
Yeah, you'll have to convince him to play right tackle. Absolutely. Absolutely. But Trey and Darren Waller was like, mind you, that man just got married
to a Vegas basketball player,
to a Las Vegas Aces, Kelsey Plum.
Yeah.
It did. Now he's going to New York. Like, it's just mind-boggling that such a talent that he is. I understand he's 31 years old. He started his career a little bit late.
He did
because he was in Baltimore and Gruden found him
on the practice squad.
A practice squad.
Yeah.
I don't think Waller's a bum. I just think injuries hinder him from being great. I don't think Waller was a bum. I just think injuries hinder him from being great. Same thing people can say about Jimmy Garoppolo. Y'all can say Jimmy Garoppolo is a bum, but injuries hinder
them. But
you have to look at this though, and I'm gonna go back to the Jimmy G situation. Last year they started Trey Lance, and they struggled with Trey Lance until he got hurt.
When Jimmy came in, that team looked different.
They turned into a contender like that
really quick. Yep, because the Niners struggled in the beginning of the year. Yep. I mean, I don't
think Waller is when you get off drugs, your mind is in a different place. Football is not his plan. I disagree. I think he's going to go to New York and he's going to show why you should have never traded him.
Look, I get it. I work in that area, so I get maybe what he's saying. When you get off drugs, your mind it is in a different place because you have to be focused on your daily. You have to have a routine. You can't just sit there and wander or like lay there hurt. There's got to be a plan for you. But to say that football's not in his plan, that's what a lot of the talk came out. Because remember, after when he got hurt, it was his music, his life, which is good. And I don't mean nothing bad on the dude. If that's what he wanted to focus on, that's what he focused on. My whole thing
Right.
was
And
he
I
wasn't a
just I
bum with
just
us.
feel like
He balled out for us. He did. He got his bag, but he just couldn't stay healthy at the end. It's like
yeah,
you
he
said.
just could stay healthy. And I think that
Mhm.
I just feel like he's gonna go to New York and he's gonna prove why the Raiders should never trade him.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna prove that.
like when he came here with that chip on his shoulder. Now he's gonna
Yes,
go to New York
exactly.
with that same chip, and he's probably gonna ball out over there. Who knows? He's gonna end up being Daniel Jones' #1 receiver.
Absolutely. And I just feel like people forget that Jimmy G likes tight ends, and he was a big weapon
Yeah,
that Jimmy G definitely could have relied on. I just hate what we got in return for him.
true.
I understand
Yeah,
the move because of the cap space and he was injury prone, but what we got in return is what messed everybody up.
yeah.
It's
But you
messed
know what?
everybody up.
You talk about Jimmy. Like Jimmy ain't never had a receiver like Devontae though.
Yeah, but he had a Brandon Ayuk, he had a Debo Samuel, he had a George Kittle, he had weapons all around.
And then McCaffrey. Oh yeah. Hmm.
And Chaos Raider said it. The worst part is that we play the Giants this upcoming season.
Are they coming to Vegas?
I don't know if they come into Vegas, and I don't care if they in New York. Either way, you know Waller's going to have a chip. You know Waller is going to try to be available for that game, no matter if he's injured or not. He's
That's
going to
true.
try to be available that game because he's definitely going to give the middle fingers to Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler and Mark Davis.
Whoever got Waller definitely got to make sure they start him in their fantasy league that week.
Yes, yes, because we had not addressed our defense, and that's been the
No.
biggest problem.
Yeah. I was hoping for Bradbury or I don't know what's going on.
So according to Adam Schefter, we just have another D tackle go off the board.
Who was that?
Larry Ojanobi
Okay.
is headed back to the Pittsburgh Steelers on a 3-year, $28.75 million deal that would pay him 21 and a half on the first 2 years per source. Well, look, we got some other breaking news. Another big trade. The Indianapolis Colts are sending 5-time Pro Bowler Stephon Gilmore to the Cowboys for a 2023 fifth-round pick in a fifth-round commissary pick, according to Tom Pelissero. Let's keep going. So so the Cowboys get a 5-time Pro Bowler Stephon Gilmore to be on the opposite side of Diggs
They traded Gilmore for a 5th-round
for a
pick.
5th-round pick.
He got a bag last year, though, right, Gilmore? He got paid.
He didn't really
right?
get a bag. I think he's not really playing. I think he's not really playing on the bag like that.
No.
We still adding wide receiver 1. That's the only thing the Giants need is a wide receiver 1. That's the only really thing they need.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? Jason Marshall, I would not be surprised if this happened.
Hunter Henry trade to the Raiders.
Because Hunter Henry plays for the New England Patriots right now.
Patriots. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would not be surprised if Hunter Henry get traded. Gilmore for a 5th, and we could have traded for Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, Gilmore for a 5th sounds.
Oh, we could have traded
highway.
for Stephon Gilmore.
It sounds like highway robbery, man. To the Cowboys, opposite of Diggs. Oh.
These are deals. This is what I'm saying. Like, these are deals that I feel like the Raiders can get. Like, what? Leo, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That's a steal, a 2023 5th-round commissary pick.
Dude, his base salary is only 7.9, so it's almost $8 million, and he carries a cap hit of almost 12.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad at all for a 5th-round pick. Mind you, he didn't. Yeah,
he didn't play that well under Gus Bradley, but I think he's going to play well under Dan Quinn.
No.
So, bro, question.
Yeah.
What do you see the Raiders doing from now on in free agency? Now, if you have to grade this free agency so far, A being your best. Well, I mean, matter of fact, let's do 1 to 10 instead of A. Matter of fact, let's do it right now after the past 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
What would your letter grade would be for this offseason so far?
So far, I would give them like a C. One, I'm glad they haven't overpaid some big name veterans yet, which is good,
Yeah.
but they still haven't got that big defensive player that we need help with. You know, the Jimmy G was a smart signing because now the Raiders have a quarterback finally. You know, you bring in Myers could add to the offensive explosion. But then you add the Waller trade, getting only a third round, that's a fail. That's a fail. We still haven't even added any key defensive players yet. The D linemen are almost gone,
Mm-hmm.
right? The linebackers, we could have had some of those for the price that they were going at, and we
Right.
didn't get them. So obviously, they're focusing more on young players that they want to bring in. Because looking at, they didn't want to bring in these 30-year-olds. Apparently, these fools don't want a 30-year-old. They don't want 30-year-old players to come on this squad for some reason. It's
Is $45 million injury clause is good.
45 mil.
45 million injury clause? I never even heard of that.
Is that in his deal? Is that what you're saying?
Is that his deal, chef? Don't spam it. We just trying to reply to it.
No.
I don't know about that. Oh, Jimmy G. I mean, he doesn't get any of that injury clause as of right now.
No, I just know he gets a per game bonus.
Yeah,
for every
I think
game he plays,
bonus.
he gets a bonus. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Bobby Wagner's still out there.
And that's why I didn't completely give them an F yet, because they still have Wagner out there. There's a couple other linebackers out there. There's still some corners out there, you know. But it looks like they just want to go young. They're going to go young and build the core of players that they want to develop and build around.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if, right now for me, I have to give the Raiders a D-.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the Jacoby Myers signing. I do like that. I don't. I'm okay as of right now with the Jimmy G signing. Marcus Epps, that signing was all right. Wasn't the best, but it was all right. I'm not a big fan of Brandon Facyson. He had too many injuries for me when he was with the Raiders. Not injuries, he had too many penalties with me with the Raiders when he was under Gus Bradley.
Okay.
In the trade from Darren Waller, I was not happy with because of what we got back in return for him.
The signing of Myers?
The signing of Myers was really good.
Okay.
I think it was pretty solid. Sometimes Jacoby Myers can be a little bit injury prone as well. So I'm kind of like nervous about that. If he can stay on the field, you definitely got a number 2 in him. I mean, he is getting $11 million guaranteed, and I think Renfrow is getting about the same. Mm-hmm. But I got a feeling that Josh McDaniels is I don't see the rumor about Hunter Renfrow being traded. I don't see that happening because I feel like he's going to go the Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola way.
That's what I keep hoping for him. Yep.
That's why I feel like the Raiders just signed Philip Dorsett. J-Dub, that's not true. The Patriots actually signed Philip Dorsett. The Patriots did that, not us. Approximately $45 million in guaranteed money. Another ex-Patriot receiver. I don't see Philip Dorsett. Philip Dorsett signed with the Patriots. He didn't sign with the Raiders. He signed with the Patriots. I don't see that anywhere. Raiders rumors, free agent Jimmy Garoppolo agrees to a 3-year, $67.5 million contract, which is $34 million guaranteed. That breaks down to $11.5 a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. So if you look at the full breakdown of the contract, it's not a bad contract.
No.
It's not a bad contract. So what are you looking for now? What is the biggest need that we need right now going into free agency and coming up in the draft. Not even just the draft itself, just as far as free agency go. What does the Raiders need to do to turn this free agency around?
That secondary. You got to address that secondary, and more than just Brandon for you. It's like I think somebody just said it over here earlier. The signed Poyer, Jordan Poyer, and then you still got a couple of cornerbacks out there. We talked about bringing in Marcus Peters before, bringing in someone like Marcus Peters to the secondary. You could still bring in other corners. We need more corners. We need that secondary. And what linebacker are you going to bring in? Because you're not going to get all these linebackers in the draft. Because this class is not that deep in linebackers. It's already been said it's one of the weakest draft classes at the linebacker position. So they need to. You already let Perriman test the market. So he's going to go out there, see what he can get before he tries to come back.
Facts.
What linebackers are you going to bring in? And what help are you going to bring into that secondary? I think in the draft, they can address the D-line. They can get the, interior guy, outside guy if they wanted to, or even the corner. You can get a rookie corner, but you still need that veteran presence in that secondary.
Exactly.
Who's going to come in there and be that dog, that ball hawk? When was the last time the Raiders had a ball hawk?
Nabi Asamoah.
Namdi, who's my favorite, by the way. Shout out to Namdi. But
outside
Namdi was
outside of Namdi, you could say Woodson.
Woodson. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can say Charles Woodson. See, this is the guy I want.
Who? Gardner Johnson. Yep, he's the other one.
He's still out there. Bring him over with Marcus Epps. Listen, Marcus Epps already put it out there, bro. I mean, actually, Gardner Johnson congratulated him. And I'm like, look, Marcus Epps, talk to your boy, man.
Get him over here. Gardner Johnson would be great, bro. He'd be a huge pickup. Mm-hmm. Eric Turner. Was the ball hawk.
The Broncos just added another running back to their arsenal. The Broncos have agreed to terms of former running back Samaj Piran on a 2-year deal. So Samaj Piran leaves the Cincinnati Bengals and signs with the Denver Broncos.
Telling you, man, Payne's gonna change up that Bronco team. Mm-hmm.
So we keeping track of free agency as we go. I've been doing the shorts all morning.
Because who's left at the D line? You got what? Fletcher Cox, Shelby Harris, right?
I say
you got Brockers, Quentin Jefferson still out there. Quentin Jefferson still out there.
Quentin Jefferson, he did play for the Raiders a couple years ago, and he was not bad for us. I'll say bring in right now if you want to not spend money on big names, big names, but not spend big money on defensive tackles. Bring back an effective Quentin Jefferson that actually played really good for us the last time he was here, and bring back Shelby Harris. We've been wanting to bring back Shelby Harris for years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will bring in Shelby Harris in a heartbeat. Like, what? I don't know why the Seahawks released him in the first place. That's the part I don't get. The Cowboys going after Bobby Wagner. They are, but I think the Raiders need to sweep it under their rug. They need to come from behind and jump over the table
and just swoop
Raider
him up
Paul
from
said,
under there.
"A spotlight. I told you, Carr was the problem." Here we go. We go.
Really?
This how you know Raider Paul is butthurt about Derek Carr. You butthurt, bro. Because you butthurt, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why you butthurt. That guy is moved on from the Raiders. He don't talk about the Raiders. He signed the official deal with the New Orleans Saints. He just got his number one receiver and Michael Thomas. Actually, hold up. I think this is true.
Did Michael Thomas stay?
Michael Thomas is on a 1-year deal with the New Orleans Saints. He's on a 1-year incentive deal because of, I guess, of the injury prones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Basically, I know you messing with me. It's all good, but I'm just saying, I'm messing with you too, bro. This is what we do over here at Raider Nation. I was so depressed. I'm trying to make myself happy at this point. What's going on, nephew? My nephew is in the chat. Epic ASAPs. Shout out to him. I didn't hear. See, I'm still hearing news from saying that we did sign Philip Dorsett.
It said when I saw Raiders and Patriots showing interest in Philip Dorsett.
Yeah, so but I see it on Raiders Daily. Raiders Daily said that the Raiders are signing wide receiver Philip Dorsett Oh my God! Like we not addressing this defensive line at all. We really not. We just break. We are the Las Vegas Patriots, ladies and gentlemen. Just change our shield into the Patriot sign. Just do it. So y'all okay with having a QB that we all know for a fact that get hurt and miss games? I'm not. I'm okay with it because of the fact that
the price we
what
paid.
other options do we have?
Right, they're still gonna get someone in the draft.
I don't think Josh. I think we're still going to get a quarterback in the draft. I still think so.
Okay, let me ask you this. With that being said, I still think we're going to get one in the draft too. But do you think it's going to be one of the higher guys in the first round, or are we going to go with the later round guys, or maybe even
Me personally, I feel like we could get a quarterback in the second round.
Okay.
I think the Raiders should go back because as the way the draft has set up, in my opinion,
right.
If we don't move up to that number 3 spot,
we're not getting a quarterback.
We're not getting a first round quarterback. We just not
the top ones anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Or if you want to reach for hidden hooker and get him at 7, I think that's a reach. That's in my opinion.
7, right?
Or you could trade back and wait till the second round, or wait till the bottom of the first, going into the second round, and get hidden hooker there.
Definitely.
So yeah, it's a possibility that you could do that.
See, I like that. Jalen Carter will fall to the 7. Imagine if Jalen Carter was to fall to 7, bro.
This is my problem with that. This is my problem. I love Jalen Carter. Don't get me wrong, but this is why I think he will not. The Cardinals need defense at number 3.
Yeah.
The Cardinals don't need a quarterback at number 3.
They don't.
Jalen Carter might be the only defensive player in that top 5 that gets picked.
The rest are going to be the quarterbacks.
So if the Cardinals don't trade out of number 3, they go on defense.
Which
they're going defense.
Which would be either Carter or
Christian Gonzalez, as you say. Christian Gonzalez, as you say. Oh, and shout out to my boy Westside Media. He put this logo in the group chat.
No, he didn't.
He put this logo in the group chat.
Bro, send that to me on IG. Please do.
I would download it.
Oh my God. Ooh.
If I was the Cards, I'll grab a QB. And let me tell you why Hefe they're not gonna grab a QB.
I like Jake Haener though. Have you been seeing about Jake Haener?
No. And listen, I like the idea of trading back for a pick. I honestly, if all the players that we want is not there by the time we get at 7, move back.
Right. Move back.
Because if we can't trade up,
it's a couple spots, yeah.
Right. If we can't trade up, because honestly, just imagine, right? I don't want to put this out there, but just in case we do trade up to the number 3 spot, we get DeAndre Hopkins for number 3 spot. And then in the draft again, we trade Philip Dorsett to a team. I'm just saying.
Wait. You said we?
I'm just saying. Listen, this is the Patriots. This is the Las Vegas Patriots we're talking about. We trade up the number 3 to get the quarterback that we want. We get DeAndre Hopkins. In the draft, we move back. In the second round, we move back. And we send Philip Dorsett to a team to move back. I would not be surprised if that happened.
Wow.
Yeah, me and Ern is back cool. Me and Ern back cool. We had a conversation, man to man. Yeah, we back to being cool, man. We back to being cool. That's what happens. Like when you go through stuff, and sometimes you just gotta, you gotta bury the hatchet, man. You just sometimes it's life is too short, basically. Life is too short. Would you trade up for a QB after giving the Jimmy G deal?
The Jimmy G deal wasn't bad. It's only a 1-2 year deal at the most. It's a bridge.
Yeah, it's really it's a 3-year. I think it's a 3-year deal. But for real, it's going to be for 2 years.
Yeah.
Right, Florida boy. We could have got Gilmore for the 5th.
We were just talking about that. Yeah,
we were just talking about that.
We could have got Gilmore for a 5th.
So Ken Kress said the biggest story possible next year will be Derek Carr come back and win a Super Bowl in Las Vegas. That would be a story.
That would be the script, the NFL script.
That would definitely be a story.
Mhm.
But as we talking about a lot of scenarios and everything of that nature, I'm still looking
You
on Twitter, making sure I
you
don't
see
miss.
what linebackers are left?
I could look it up real quick and see
We
what
got.
linebackers
I'll
are
tell
left
you.
in free agency.
There's Levante David still. Devin Bush is still out there. He's young, mind
Hold
you.
up, Devin Bush is a free agent?
Yeah.
Raiders, what are you
Perriman,
doing?
Anthony Walker, Deion Jones, Zach Cunningham, Corey Littleton,
We don't want Corey Littleton.
Jalen Brown.
We had him, but
We
he's
had
just
him.
injury prone.
Yeah. Quan Alexander out of the Jets.
I like Quan Alexander. Yes.
Nick Kwiatkowski. He's still out there.
And we had him. He was okay
him.
for us.
Mm-hmm.
Is Nicholas Morrow out there?
That's what I'm trying to find. I don't see his name up here.
I know he was a free agent coming in after he was with the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, because remember we were talking about possible Raiders we might want to come back. He was one
If
of
we
them.
could get Bush and Tranquil, I'll take those two.
Tranquil is the other one. Mm-hmm. I know they said the Raiders have been eyeing Tranquil. Mm-hmm.
All right, so according to Raider Scout, he said the Raiders are signing wide receiver Darius Dorsett. I'm sorry, Darius Dorsett. He's 29 years old, appeared in 15 games with the Texans last year, recording 20 receptions for 257 yards, 2 TDs. He posted a career of 151 receptions for 2,001 yards and 13 TDs in 92 games. Dorsett is a former fourth-round pick with a 4.33 40-yard dash.
4.33 40-yard dash.
4.33.
There's that speed. Mm-hmm.
That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. Yannick is there. I don't think we re-signing Yannick. I don't see that happening.
Yannick is there? I love Yannick. I mean, I don't think we'll get Yannick.
I don't think we're re-signing him. It depends on what he wants.
Yeah, I liked him opposite of Max more than I did Chandler Jones.
So,
Yannick is one of my faves.
Are we taking a tight end at 7? No.
Oh, not at 7. That's
too high for a tight end.
That's a reach right there.
Yeah, that's too high. That's too high for a tight end. That's too high for a tight end. Let me see. Yannick's there. What number are you picking at? We're picking at 7.
We're at 7 right now.
We're picking at 7 overall.
Yeah. Carolina don't change it up after moving all the way up to number 1.
We just need defense, yes. The Cowboys got a new cornerback. They sure do. Stephon Gilmore for a 5th-round pick.
I still can't get over that.
Man. I'm kind of bummed about that. I'm kind of bummed about that.
Come on, Jerry. You used to make deals with the Raiders all the time. What happened?
Yannick, how are you guys feeling about Jimmy G? It's not. If you break down the contract, we did not break the bank for Jimmy G.
Nope.
We did not break the bank for Jimmy G. The only thing that we need for Jimmy G to do is stay on the field. Basically, his completion percentage is up there with Carr. He has a better winning percentage than Carr. He has more playoff wins than Carr. But if you want to look statistically, now Carr is better than him to stats wise
because he throws more yards and
right. And that's why I said it's pros and cons with Jimmy Garoppolo and Carr, because Carr doesn't have no playoff wins. Carr has 1 playoff appearance. Actually, he's supposed to have 2, but he had that broken leg.
Had that leg. Mm-hmm.
And then, Jimmy Garoppolo, he had a winning record with the New England Patriots and the 49ers.
The 49ers, he did for sure.
Yeah, but he did really. He went undefeated with the Patriots in 2016.
Yeah.
So I mean, not really. I think was it 2016 or forgot that year that he was undefeated with them until he got traded or something like that. I'm not sure how that went.
Oh yeah. Was it? I think it was 16, 2016 or 15. Yeah, or he was undefeated before the Niners traded for him.
Because we just need a serviceable quarterback. And I like I said on my XFL live stream, I said, what if we don't get Stidham? If we don't get Stidham, what is the alternative? The alternative was Jimmy G.
Yeah.
basically. Loco 6 says the Raiders signed Philip Dorsett. Yep, we just seen that.
Yeah, we just seen that.
That's why the nation is divided over Carr, because he's a stat machine. Yes, he's a stat machine, but
Ultimately, it comes down to W's.
right. But at the same time, Derek Carr was set up to fail because y'all didn't give him weapons until really this past
year. Exactly. Oh
To
yeah.
this past year, and we still had a horrible defense, and Carr never had a great defense.
No.
And that's what makes Garoppolo great, because he always
had great ass defenses.
He had good defenses in New England.
Oh yeah, Jimmy G
good defenses in New England,
good defenses.
But people fail to forget the years that he was in New England, he didn't have that many weapons on the offensive side for him to go undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
His weapons was not that great in New England, but he had a good defense. Now, with the 49ers, he had an offense and a defense. He had a full, complete team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot, man. It's a lot to take in with this, man.
Did Mac Hollins leave already?
Huh?
They said they let Mac Hollins. Mike Hollins hasn't signed with anybody yet, though.
Yeah, right? Mac Hollins hasn't signed with anybody. Keelan Cole is a free agent. Illuminor is a free agent. Denzel Perriman is a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Deron Harmon is a free agent. We have a lot of free agents that have not resigned, but outside of Brandon Parker and Roger Teamer.
Yeah, Rock's still a free agent, right?
Yeah, Roger Teamer re-signed with us, and Brandon Parker re-signed. Outside of that, well, James Bradbury is off the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Where'd he go to?
He is returning to the Philadelphia Eagles. All-Pro corner James Bradbury is returning to the Eagles on a 3-year deal worth $38 million, including $20 million fully guaranteed and another $6 million in incentives per sources, of a total package of $44 million. So, yeah. James Bradbury is off the board for us, ladies and gentlemen. They're just coming off the board left and right.
Gardner's still out there, though, right?
Gardner's still out there. Let's see what Gardner gets.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Gardner gets now, because, bruh. Yeah, we just signed Philip Dorsett. I know. Okay, so Chris says, let me just go to, let me go to OG Vel. Shout out to OG Vel. Thank you for being in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. If this y'all first time being here, make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, y'all. We really would appreciate it. Really would appreciate it. So the NFC East is about to get real. We need to fire Josh. We are not the Raiders. We are the Raiders, not the Patriots. Basically, we are the Patriots, unfortunately. Things are being done the Patriot way. Chris says, how high of a pick are we going to get for Renfrow? I hate to see him go, but it looks that way. Maybe a third, maybe. Hopefully they boost the D with these picks. Leo, I'm gonna let you take the floor on this one.
That's what we've been saying. As far as for Renfrow, if you get a third for Waller, that's Waller. Renfrow would probably be about the same. It's like, but I would rather go with you. I'd rather get somebody than a pick for him. But with these picks, we definitely go in defense. We have to go defense. This draft has already been said to be the higher defensive type draft. So we got to go in there and get these defensive players in that draft, bro. Because we're not doing it in free agency, obviously. They're not going with these older guys, the older veterans. So I really hope they're focusing on drafting a lot of these kids on the defensive side of the ball. Mm-hmm.
Now, speaking of Hunter Renfrow, according to Hondo Carpenter, he said the Raiders have received trade calls for wide receiver Hunter Renfrow, per NFL League source. I am not reporting any deal is happening, but I am reporting that calls have been taken. Bruh.
Yeah.
They is trying to get rid of these Gruden players.
And they are Gruden players. This is for Gruden regime right there. Mm-hmm.
And Renfrow was one of the best out of the Gruden regime, in my opinion.
Yeah. But they were saying last year
Bradbury for the low. What if Renfrow went for a 5th round pick? I'll be done.
5th? Wow.
If we get a 5th round pick for Hunter Renfrow, I don't know what this front office is doing.
And not a 5th, bro. No way. You keep him at that point. Even if it's just for depth or whatever. Like, no. For a 5th round pick, his cap number's not hurting you. So you don't need to get rid of him. Yeah.
You got to treat it like the scenario, like we said before, Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola.
Wes Walker, all those dudes. Yep.
But I've really got a feeling that you just signed 2 wide receivers in Dorsett and Jacoby Myers. I'm just kind of nervous what's going to happen with Renfrow at this point. I'm nervous. Now. Because Hunter
Myers
Renfrow's
play more of the slot
stud,
too,
man.
though, right?
When he's healthy, he's a stud.
And
he only had one, 2 injury years, if I'm not mistaken.
It was mainly last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and outside of that concussion back in what was that 2019 when he got the concussion against the Jets, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He was out for a couple of games because of that. But that's what happens when you have Hunter Renfrow playing punt return. John Gruden.
3 years, $44 million, 16 and a half a year. That's what they.
That's not bad for Bradbury.
That's not bad for Bradbury.
I don't think we would have paid that though.
You know, Eli Apple's still out there too.
I am not a fan of Eli Apple.
No.
I mean, he was on the Raiders, and then John Gruden cut him.
John Gruden didn't like him.
Gruden didn't like him. We getting all the Patriots players. Yup, we are the Las Vegas Patriots.
Byron Murphy's still out there. Rock Ya-Sin's still out there.
Wait, we didn't re-sign Rock Ya-Sin? I'm looking at this shit like, what is going on with y'all? Al Davis needs to come out of his fucking grave. He really do. Al Davis, we need you right now. Because I don't know what Mark Davis is doing. I'm asking for Al Davis prayer at this point.
I don't know. If Al Davis was here, we might go into the draft and trade everything just to get Anthony Richardson.
No, I don't see. That's something that Mark Davis would do. Now, really? I don't know if Al Davis would do that.
Yeah.
Now, you know what Al Davis would do?
What do we do?
At number 7?
What would he do?
Speed kills. He'll get a receiver.
He would.
He would get a receiver at 7. I would not be surprised if Al Davis was still alive. He will get a receiver at 7.
Yeah. Or who is that linebacker?
We'll be shitting our beds, man.
There was like a linebacker, right, at the combine that ran like a 4.3, 4.39 40.
I think it was Isaiah Simmons that did that.
He would go after him. Like, I want him.
Yeah, he'll go after Isaiah Simmons, which I wanted as a Raider anyway.
Yeah.
DC win a Super Bowl in Vegas. Ultimate face you. We call him McDumbnuts. McNumbnuts. The front office got a plan. Trust the process. Let me tell you something, man. We
don't have a choice.
I'm from Philadelphia. So I've been trusting the process too damn long.
You're talking about
the 76ers.
Sixers sound like you got to be talking about the 76ers.
I've been trusting.
Because it ain't the Phillies or the Eagles.
The process since 2002. As a Raider, I trust the process since 2016 when we went in the playoffs. I trust the process when we went to the playoffs in 2021.
Man, that 2021 squad. That 2021 squad was all heart. Because it wasn't talent.
Right. It was all heart. I'm digging your show, guys. Raider Nation for life. Thank you. We all here for entertainment, man.
Yeah.
We're here for entertainment and to give y'all the news that goes on.
I think the craziest part about how you just said trust the process. We were told when McDaniels and Ziegler came that it was not a rebuild. It's a fucking rebuild. You should have just told us from the get-go.
Right.
Just told us from the get-go. We wouldn't have been like, oh, okay. Like they said it's not a rebuild. It's a fucking rebuild, bro. Mark, just tell us, okay?
They better not trade Adams. Adams might ask for a trade at the end of the season.
Not,
if we don't win this year, which I don't think we're going to win this year.
That's the last string I'm holding on to is Adams. God, I'm rocking that Adams jersey like it's woo.
Oh my God, the process changes every year. The process been changed since 2002. Let me tell you something. I'm 37 years old. In 2002, I was a sophomore in high school, bro. I was a sophomore in high school.
Damn, make me feel old.
Listen, and this is another fun fact that I said when the Giants traded for Waller, right?
Yeah.
The Giants never had 1,000. They had 1,000-yard tight end. And that was back in 1986.
Mark Bavaro?
Yes, and I was born in 1986.
Damn, that was the last 1,000-yard tight end they had.
The last 1,000-yard tight end that they had.
Shockey was never a 1,000-yard tight end?
No, not in back-to-back seasons.
Oh, okay.
This is back-to-back seasons.
Oh, okay.
Seasons, yeah.
Okay. It's like, damn.
Bro, we did a blockbuster trade. We did a blockbuster trade and got a 3rd-round pick. There's no way. Renfrow will be traded by Friday. Shaking my head. I don't want to hear
I
it.
hope not. Mm-mm.
I don't want to hear it.
Not for no damn fifth, 4th-round pick. No.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Mm-mm.
I like these moves, guys. I see. Okay, you can like the moves. I can agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But can you agree with the 3rd-round pick?
Maybe
all I'm asking him. Do you agree just getting a 3rd-round pick for Waller?
I'll tell you this, and I get told this a lot. That a lot of times, as Raider fans, we're blinded and add more value to these dudes than what the rest of the league sees. Maybe because we love Waller so much, we feel we could have got a 1st or a 2nd, and the league's like, no, he's a 3rd.
I understand that we extended Waller last season. He showed us that he couldn't stay healthy. Understanding that, I'm not worried about the player. I'm worried about the return.
Yeah, the return on it.
Return on it was a bag of peanuts and a double disc CD from Tupac.
But you gotta add the added $11.5 million this year to the cap by
which is
Waller.
True. Mm-hmm. But I think that $11.5 million in the cap just went to Philip Dorsett.
Oh, I didn't even see listen. Did we go over that contract? He better not get no damn.
Oh no, I want to look over the contract too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Listen, if y'all going to trade Renfrow, trade him to the Saints. Give another weapon in the car.
Right. If you're going to trade Renfrow, send him to the Saints. Let Foster go to the Saints. Let Hollins go to the Saints.
Then you got Michael Thomas over there.
And you got Michael Thomas over there.
Right? And he has a nice defense as well. We should have got a 2nd and a 3rd. That's all I'm saying.
The 2nd
we
and a 3rd or
got
2nd?
More.
I could have seen the 2nd round. Definitely.
And the crazy thing is the Green Bay Packers offers us that last year for Waller.
It was was it a 2nd? It was, huh?
It was a 2nd.
Yeah,
that we was going to send Waller to the Green Bay Packers.
Well, shoot, who was offering us a 1st-round pick for Carr before all that shit happened, wasn't it? Oops. They were offering us a 1st-round pick for them.
The $11 million went to Myers, getting $11 million, so we gained nothing and got whooped on that trade. You know what? I didn't think of it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 11 went to Myers. It did.
Unable to stay healthy mean we ain't getting no 1st or 2nd.
And that was the problem. That was the problem.
Okay, so if that's the case, then why not get a 3rd and a 4th or get a 3rd-round pick and a defensive player from the New York Giants?
Right.
How we not just do that? Why we can't? We need defense, right? If we not doing, oh yeah, I forgot about Chris Olave in New Orleans as well. Shit.
Yeah, they do have Olave in New Orleans.
So let's think about that. If we would have I would have said a 3rd-round pick. Give me one of the defensive backs, they linebackers, or a defensive tackle. Give me something else other than a 3rd. You feel me?
Yeah, like a 3rd and a player. Mm-hmm.
I think something extra should have been there outside of just a 3rd-round pick. And
like they did for Ramsey, a 3rd and a player.
They got Ramsey for a 3rd and a player. That listen, this what they got. This is hold up. He went to where now? To the Miami Dolphins, right?
Yeah, Miami Dolphins.
This is what Jalen Ramsey got traded for.
Some gummy bears.
This is what Jalen Ramsey got traded for, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Waller got traded for. Basically.
Yeah. And he kept his contract. They didn't restructure his contract. So he's still getting paid his $20 million or whatever.
80s, baby. I would not say Waller's a bum. I won't say that.
Nah, they're just hurt because
he
was
I want to
hurt.
say
Man. He wasn't a bum. He was hurt.
I'm gonna tell these people right now. Listen, if Waller is going to have a Pro Bowl year this year with Danny Dimes, watch when I tell you.
You're gonna have a Pro Bowl year with Danny Dimes?
He's gonna have a Pro Bowl year with Danny Dimes. Because he's gonna have something to prove. Because you traded me a couple weeks after I just got married, and you extended me last year. I understand that I was hurt. This is me talking as Darren Waller. Understand I was hurt. I understand that. I don't know. I didn't do nothing to help the team.
Nope, not last year.
But you extended me and then you traded me after I got married. Yep. Oh, yeah, I got something to prove for y'all asses. That is me as Darren Waller talking as Darren Waller.
But all that is written on if you can stay healthy next year.
I think he will.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't like the trade. I wish we would have kept him to see if he would have stayed healthy. You know,
I think he will because he always plays great when there's a chip on his shoulder.
He did, like when he got here, like when Gruden brought him over here.
And they got their court. They got Daniel Jones for a couple years. They extended him.
I still can't believe Daniel Jones got 40.
All they need is a number one to add with Waller.
Oh man, Barkley's got tagged, right? So he hasn't signed yet, but he got tagged. Yeah.
Alan Lazard to the Jets. Interesting. Yes, I did that short earlier.
Yeah, because Rodgers is going
over there.
Rodgers is going over there. Of course they're gonna. They got to get the list. Remember, they got to hit Rodgers' wish list.
Raiders didn't trade Waller for a pick. They traded for the money. It was for a third-round pick. Understand that they opened up cap space of $11 million, but it was a third-round pick involved in that.
We're going to be a nice team this season.
Foxborough 2.0, sad to say.
What do you say? Oh, you think so? We're Foxborough 2.0.
Okay, so just to let y'all know, tomorrow, I hope y'all watch the Pat McAfee show.
Is Rodgers going to be on there?
Rodgers is going to be on the Pat McAfee show tomorrow.
I was wondering if he was going to be on there this week.
See, this is what y'all not understanding what I'm trying to tell y'all about Waller. I understand he's 31. I understand that he was making a lot of money. I'm not mad that we traded him.
You're mad what we got in return.
How many times do I have to say this?
Right. It's not the fact that he's gone. It's what we got in return.
Yeah, what we got in return for him.
And with that, I'm with you. Just for a third-round pick.
Yeah, just for a third round, we could have got more.
Yeah.
Our Mighty Finesses he's going to announce that he's going to retire Aaron Rodgers.
Imagine. Just gonna be stuck with Lazard, like, what you doing here? Like, I was told Rodgers was coming.
Love Jimmy G was good.
Jimmy G loves all the moves so far.
Jimmy G loves all the moves.
You gonna stay healthy, Jimmy?
Jimmy G loves all the moves.
Right. That's encouraging. Is he gonna wear number 10? Is Jimmy gonna stay with number 10? That's Mac Holland's number.
Yeah, he's going to take number 10 then.
Yeah.
Waller's a second at least. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, a second round pick. Yeah. Well, at least they didn't. At least they didn't trade him to someone in the division. That would have sucked.
Oh, that would have pissed me off. Now I would have been mad.
Could you imagine him like at Denver? Oh, hell to the no. Or even at LA with the Chargers.
We're screwed.
Yeah.
I've been drinking lots of milk. I won't get hurt.
You do that, Jimmy. I just want us to start getting
Waller Hart is not into it.
Veterans.
I disagree. I'm telling you right now.
That comes from a lot of people saying that his heart's not into it anymore, that he's more into it.
And that is pushing him to, I'm telling you.
That's what's going to put that chip on his shoulder.
That's going to put that battery in his back. Keep talking like that about Waller. Keep doing it. And when he has a successful year with the Giants, he can be like, God damn, I shouldn't have said it.
Right.
I shouldn't have said it. Chris says we have a ton of issues. To get rid of the 11 million in Waller alone is huge for us. We are open to improve areas and more need. I like it. I truly think Waller folded on us after he got paid.
But now we added another position we have to address. Now who do we have at tight end?
Right.
I get okay. Let's forget we're mad about what we got. Now everybody's like, oh, Waller was a bum. Da, da, da. Okay, we got rid of him. We freed the money. But now you added another need to the team. Now we have to address the tight end position. We didn't have to go into the draft needing to address it or look into free agency for it, but now we're gonna have to.
What?
What do you say? 2 to 3 years from now, Ziegler and McDaniels would have the Raiders wild card good. I don't want to be wild card. We were already wild card good in 2021. Why would I want to be wild card good now? I want to be Super Bowl good.
A wild card? Not Trent Brown. No, Trent Brown is not coming here.
No.
Don't say that. John Raider, don't say that. Do I have to bring back the baby Trent Brown t-shirts? Do I have to bring those back?
Don't do that, bro. Don't bring Trent Brown back. Then we'd really be that Patriot logo Raider. Mm-hmm. No.
No, I don't want to bring back the baby Trent Brown t-shirts because they did go off the charts when I did have them. The Raiders are interested in bringing back Trent Brown. Oh my God.
No, man.
Nah.
Like I said, if Waller was worth more, we would have gotten more. Plain and simple.
He is worth more. Are you bugging? He is worth more.
No, and I get
defense.
it.
Hello.
We do need a defense. Yep.
Trade, at least do a player swap and a pick.
Yeah.
A player swap and a pick. I would have did that. Oh shit.
What happened? Who signed?
Yo, it says the Raiders have signed Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick.
That's all we needed to complete the transformation to the Patriots. Hey.
Here we go. We have a quarterback We have a quarterback that's going into free agency. The Colts are planning to cut Matt Ryan.
Oh, that was given. Yeah.
Yeah, it was given.
Yeah, that was a given.
At the point, the Browns is better than any online that we currently have, including weak ass 74.
Really?
According to who, he hasn't been he hasn't been even a top 5 tight end in the last 2 seasons because he was injured.
Yeah, because he was.
If he wasn't injured, that would be a different story.
When he's not injured,
he has a good
top 3, bro.
He has an upside. For at the age of 31. He still has an upside.
See, and right there, what 80s baby said. That's what I was telling you. That's what people tell me all the time. That we value Waller more than other people do. That's what it comes down to. Because he's a Raider and we love him so much.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who would you have wanted from the Giants defense?
I wouldn't know. I don't care at this point. Give me somebody.
See, like that wouldn't be bad. See, trade a third. What is it? Additional third and Renfrow at 7 for Arizona's 3rd overall.
Why not? You need weapons for Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, he's injured. Yeah, I think he still has an upside. He hasn't played that long he has not played that long in the league. Like as far as a starter, he hasn't played that long in the league.
No.
As far as Waller, that's why I feel like he still has an upside. Is because the fact that he's 31 and he started his career late.
He started at 27, 28. Yeah.
Yeah, he started at 27, 28. So like, that's why I feel like he still has an upside because he definitely got a late jump on his career.
But you never know with those hamstring injuries. The 7th overall pick needs to be used on a cornerback number 1, in my opinion. I'm with you on that one, bro. I've been saying Christian Gonzalez for how long now? Stroud or Gonzalez, but Stroud's gone. My Stroud dream is gone. It's been shattered. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Since we are becoming the Las Vegas Patriots, why not call Gronk to fill the tight end
Right.
spot? We don't need Gronk in Vegas. It's too much partying already. Oh man.
If you can't play in games, what does the upside matter? I say he has potential upside. I feel like he still has upside. That's what I'm saying, Robert Torres. I'm not disagreeing with you. I understand it, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to come back to this channel during a regular season, and you're going to see the numbers that Darren Waller has. If his hamstring is up to 100%, he's going to ball in New York.
And that's what they're counting on, right? You're counting on if he can stay healthy. The Raiders are counting on he's not staying healthy.
Which I think
Giants are like, he's going to be healthy. Watch.
Me personally, I think he is healthy. I just don't think he wanted to play for McDaniels.
And no?
I don't think he wanted to play for McDaniels.
You don't think he liked McDaniels? He didn't like the way he used the tight end and wanted him to block? Don't bring that Hunter Henry. You're going to trade for Hunter Henry.
Waller is a rapper, bruh. Yeah, I mean, he is. Just like everybody else in the world.
Right? Just like everybody else who's tried it. How many of them have been successful?
Like, for real. Like, what?
We got rid of mediocrity in Carr for injury-prone mediocrity in Garoppolo. They didn't get rid of Carr for Garoppolo. It's not like that was in their head. Like, oh my God.
All right, so we got some. What?
Tight ends are
the veteran free agent quarterback Andy Dalton is expected to reach a 2-year, $10 million deal that includes $8 million fully guaranteed with the Carolina Panthers. Contract is max value at $17 million.
That's what I was gonna ask you about. The Panthers.
Andy Dalton is going to Carolina.
You know who else is on the Panthers quarterback depth chart?
Who?
You don't remember that rookie out of Ole Miss?
What's his name? Is it? It's not Matt Corral, is it?
Yes. Why not go after him?
I mean,
I wanted him in the draft. Obviously, we weren't looking at a future quarterback. So
at that time we wasn't.
At that time we wasn't. But I said he would have been good to come in and mentor under Carr.
It's official. The Colts have cut Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan just retired.
Yeah.
Just retired.
About time. He's going to get signed by the Falcons for one day. Retire.
It says y'all disappointed. He said y'all be disappointed if the Raiders select a tackle overall at number 7. That's banking on $35 million guaranteed QB stay upright. We have a lot of options at 7 now. The way things are going.
Yeah, I don't think you have to go with a tackle at 7, but
you don't have to
pick a good one up in the draft. You know? Yeah. Y'all gonna trade for Mac Jones. We already got a quarterback. We got our Patriot quarterback. We don't need another one.
But you know what though? This is Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. It's very predictable when it comes to these two. You just never know.
We're gonna trade that 3rd round pick we just got and Renfrow to the
Patriots, and give it to the Patriots
for Mac
Jones.
We're laughing, but watch us come on here next week, and that's the situation.
You come on here next week. Like, are you fucking serious?
And be like, who's gonna wear number 10, Jones or Garoppolo? Oh my God, fighting about who's gonna wear number 10.
Yo,
damn.
Solid value pickups for our team. We still have so much money in draft to spend on defense, but we gotta get on it.
We gotta get on it though.
We gotta get on it because it's running out of space.
We gotta get some of these linebackers. We gotta get Gardner. I definitely would love if we get Gardner.
Frank Clark is a free agent, but he's a defensive end, right?
No, Jones is the end. Is Jones on the end or is he on the inside?
No, it's about Frank Clark. His position. Is he a defensive end?
Yeah, he's a defensive end.
I wouldn't want to get him then.
Yeah, he's a defensive. There's a reason. I think KC just didn't want to carry the money, right? KC let him go because of the money.
I'm be honest, they're not going to bench Chandler Jones.
No, he's sticking with Jones. You can add like a depth guy to do the rotation with them, but Yeah, they're not gonna bench Chandler Jones. Calais Campbell is still out there. He is.
He's old though.
No, he is. Yeah.
He's like 30.
And,
He's like 37. Like,
and
yeah,
80s, baby. I would love Caleb Williams, but I ain't down with my team tanking. I will never be down with any of my teams tanking for a number 1 pick.
All right, so according to Ian Rappaport, he said as a part of the Colts trade to acquire Matt Ryan, his agent negotiated a new contract that includes $12 million guaranteed in 2023. That was not in his previous contract. Ryan remains entitled to his $12 million regardless of what he decides to do this season. That's crazy. So you telling me if that man retired, he's still entitled to his $12 million? Let me have his job.
That's how some of these contracts get written up. That's why you need an agent.
That's yo,
those little things
let me
written
just
in
sit on
there.
12 million. Let me sit on 12 million until I retire. Listen.
Right? I need some time to think it over. Give me 12 mil so I can decide.
Right. Right. Bro, if you got like 9 more minutes left, because we getting over here at the 1:30 mark. If you got like 9 more minutes left, that's cool, right?
Yeah. That's cool.
All right, cool. Because I know you got to go back to work and stuff like that. And I know other, Raider content creators are going live as well. And I'm kind of happy that we did this live because I'm still going to be doing my YouTube shorts and letting y'all know about what's going on, as far as all the latest news are now, because, YouTube shorts has been growing the channel, ladies and gentlemen. And make sure y'all hitting that like button. Let me just make sure, let's check the likes because we do have 63 people in the chat. So let's see how many people we got up in here. So make sure y'all hitting that like button.
You definitely need to reconstruct.
All right, we got 63 people in the chat with 46 likes. What we doing?
We need to add more likes. You need to hit that
what
like
we doing?
button.
We definitely need to have more likes in here, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Let's get it to 63 likes, or I'll be fine with that. I'll be fine with that. I really would appreciate it. Even though we at 56 people, we have 46 likes. Come on, y'all.
Matt Ryan to the Niners. They already got Sam Darnold through their 1-year deal.
Yeah, Sam Darnold is weird, to be exact.
The Niners.
You know what? Watch this. Watch how good Sam Darnold be.
Right? And that'll tell you how important coaching style and fitting in the system is. If Sam Darnold goes and he starts balling over there, that'll show everybody how important coaching style and the scheme is. Not just about players.
Shout out to you, 80s baby. This first time watching you, definitely digging the vibe. Listen, that's what we do over here, man. We keep it realistic. We keep it real. We keep it uncut. We keep it honest. We honest Raiders fans. We just want to talk Raiders, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want to do. We just want to talk Raiders. That's why it's called Nothing But Raiders, man. Nothing But Raiders.
What does it say?
If I'm lying, I'm dying podcast. I love the name.
If I'm dying.
I love the name. I love the name, bro.
If
I do.
Lying, I'm dying. That's dope. Uh-huh.
If Cowboys made me happy, Darren can too. Listen, bro, I need to be happy. We all need to be happy at Raiders fans.
Yeah, we do. Hell yeah. Wow. Breaking news. Adam Schefter reports the Raiders side Bo Jackson to play quarterback, running back, tight end, and linebacker. This dude.
Yo.
Wow.
Yo, I can't. What? The Raiders are like the Roots album. Things fall apart. Yo.
Damn.
Yo, y'all nation is y'all crucial, man. Y'all really crucial, bro.
That one hurt.
Oh, hell no.
Raiders getting Kenny Hawk. What?
Yo, that is disrespect.
Right?
I would not get Kenny Galladay.
They could have at least thrown him in the trade. Shoot. Stephen Gilmore to Dallas was wild. It is wild. I can't believe that for a fifth-round pick.
Fifth-round pick. Like, that's crazy.
That's right,
That's still mind-boggling to me. I can't. We keep the silver and black. That's what we do.
Hell yeah, we do. Every day, all year long. 24 hours a day.
Bo knows everything. He sure does. He knows everything.
I still be rocking Bo Jackson and Super Tecmo Bo when people want to smoke.
Oh, yeah. What's the update on my jersey, bro?
Oh, I got it. It's in the mail. It'll be there soon, bro.
All right, cool. So I can wear it on the show, y'all.
You can wear it on the show next week. Yep.
Listen, next week I can wear my Raiders jersey with my name on the back of it. Shout out to the bro, man. He definitely looked out. That's my birthday gift from him. That's my birthday.
That's right. That's your birthday gift, bro. Have your name. You can show that off next week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I cannot. Listen, I'm gonna take pictures in there and all. I might do a whole photo shoot, man.
Do it, bro.
Do you? A whole photo shoot that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Hell yeah.
I might have to change the picture on the thumbnail and change it to that one. Who knows?
Do that.
Just about like, can I get a jersey? Listen,
you know
my guy over here got me the jersey.
You know what? Maybe on one of these lives we'll do like a raffle type thing. Everybody's alike, and then we'll randomly pick one person and we can hook them up with the jersey. Yeah. So we can definitely do something like that.
All right. So if we can reach 8K on here, we'll do a jersey giveaway.
There you go.
We are less than 200 away from 8K.
So perfect. So share, like, let them know we're 200 away from a free jersey.
Let me double check. Let me double check that. Yeah, we're less than 200 away from 8K. We are at 7,805 subscribers.
There you go.
At 8K, we'll do a jersey giveaway, or we'll do a care package for the person. The jersey will be in the care package.
We'll do that. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. We'll do that. We're gonna talk about it offline, bro. We definitely gonna talk about like how to get to the 8K, how we what's the rules to get the giveaway and stuff like that. So
yeah, we could definitely talk about that offline and then put it up here for sure. And you can show it off so they know what it looks like.
Facts.
Yep.
Why the Panthers sign a QB? They're so not drafting one.
Oh, they are drafting one. Best believe they're drafting one at number 1.
Listen, I would not be surprised if the Panthers move out of the number 1 pick.
Oh, I heard that already too.
Right.
Yeah, moving back. Yeah, I was like, what?
Well, some good news. Raiders will want to work on a deal for Jacobs. Where are you getting this news from?
They're going to. They have till July to sign him.
Where are you getting this news from, bro? I know they signed Andy Dalton. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that is crazy. Andy Dalton.
Yo, the Carolina Panthers, yo. They are hilarious, bro. They are hilarious.
That is the backup to the backup plan.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So make sure you're hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel, man. It's Spotlight Football Talk every Tuesday. Nothing but Raiders podcast, man. Everybody that has an Instagram, Leo, let them know where they can find you at. They see your name in the corner.
See my name right there in the corner. You follow me on Instagram. You can get more inquiries about the jersey. Hit me up on there. But definitely follow me and my boy on Instagram. Thanks, brother.
Facts. Follow us on Instagram. And I'm going to let you know right now. You're going to get a jersey. I'm telling you right now. You're going to get a jersey. Definitely hit them up, man. Definitely hit him up for some. Let me see. Oh, I gotta see you this picture real quick.
Yeah, you gotta send me that picture. Yeah.
I got an insider from someone who's close to the organization. Can't say his name, but he's the one who said we getting Adams. What do mods get?
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about that as well. I'm thinking about putting a Discord together for us so we can keep in touch.
Oh, that'll be dope.
I'm doing the Discord so we could talk to y'all offline as well.
For sure.
Raiders trade a second and a first for Kevin Durant. Yo, what?
Get out of here with that. 80s baby, you hilarious. Wow.
Yo, I can't.
Oh God.
Who is the Raiders backup? Chase Garber's right now as the backup.
Chase Garber and whatever rookie we get.
T Sweezy, I told you to go hit up my boy right here. Hit him up. You see his name?
Yeah, hit me up on IG. I'll let you up.
Hit him up on Instagram. He the one that do the jerseys, not me. I don't do them. He the one do them. I don't do them. I don't do them. But Chase Garbers is the backup for us.
My page is right there. The name
is right there, bro. The name is right there. Hold
That's
up.
my page right there.
It's right there.
Yeah, right there.
It's right there. There you go.
Right there.
You might have to zoom in on it because it might be small on your screen. I don't know.
Yeah.
But thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. You only do Raiders jerseys.
All teams, all sports. Just hit me up on there, and I'll let you know. All teams,
Anthony,
all
you're
sports.
a Commanders fan. Hit him up on Instagram.
Yep. All teams, all sports. Yep.
I don't agree with Nick Wright. Raiders don't scare me.
I don't disagree with Nick Wright. Raiders don't scare me.
That's what Nick Wright said. The Raiders don't scare me.
You
know what? I don't like Nick Wright, but I'm gonna have to agree with him according to this roster.
Yeah, with his roster now,
it's not scary right now.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas Raiders, I love the moves McDaniel and Ziegler are creating a new culture. It is not a damn new culture, Vegas Raiders. It's the Las Vegas Patriots or the New England Raiders.
It's a new culture to us because we ain't used to this.
Waller a bum, he'll be 32. His Instagram is not showing.
Yeah, well.
Hold up. Oh shit! I didn't even know I wasn't following you. But y'all, I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm trying to zoom in on it on my camera. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that?
There it is. I got it. I got his request. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he did. He got your request, T Sweez. He got your request.
I'll add you
You're
right now.
A winning culture. Las Vegas, Vegas Raider. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
We'll see when the season starts and when the draft is done. When we're at
if we go 0-5, don't tell me that's a winning culture. if we go 0-5,
don't be bringing that negativity into my life.
I'm not trying to bring the negativity, but I'm more realistic. More realistic. This roster, as of right now, this roster is not a winning culture.
No, I get you.
Bold prediction: Jacobs will be traded, and you know what? I would not be surprised at that either. I don't want him to be traded, but I would not be surprised about that either because Jacobs is the best player we got on offense.
And if we did, he's going to come with draft picks, so don't get it twisted.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Jimmy G is nice. It's not about the offense. It's our bum ass defense.
Defense. We need to fix defense.
It's our bum ass defense at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like our offense, the Raiders are trading up to number 3. We'll see about that. We already talked about that on the show. You're late. You're late. We already talked about that on the show. If they trade up to number 3, I will be happy with that.
I would too.
Scrum the bum. The Nick Dummy was brought in to destroy the Raiders.
Oh my Lord! Here's a conspiracies.
All I'm gonna say is, when we supposed to be commitment to excellence, Mark Davis is commitment to profit. That's all he is. He's not committing to excellence at all.
Right.
They better have the best draft ever. Facts, D-Mag. But we got to go, y'all. He has to go back to work, and I have to get off of here as well. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Nothing But Raiders podcast. Thank y'all so much, man. We really do appreciate y'all for doing this, and make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If we do get the AK, we will be doing a care package giveaway from me and Leo as well. So make sure y'all go into that. Yes, we did see that the Raiders signed Philip Dorsett. We did say that. Is it under Leo Mendez on Instagram? Yes, exactly. 80s baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. And y'all know where y'all can find me at Spotlight Football Talk on Instagram and Twitter. Spotlight Football Talk on Twitter as well. And to let y'all know, if you go to SeatGeek, if you want to go to a basketball game, baseball, football, college football, live comedy, live events, make sure y'all go over to SeatGeek and use that promo code 20 SRT. I'm sorry. SRT is the promo code, $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek, y'all. That helps us, keep this channel going. So shout out to SeatGeek for being a partner with us. Promo code SRT, $20 off on your first purchase. You just got here, bro. We've been here for an hour and a half, bro. We've been on for an hour and a half, bro. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Spotlight Football Talk. We see y'all next week, next Tuesday. Why the fuck are we signing receivers? I don't even want to get no more into it, man. We out of here, y'all.
Peace. All right, bro. Peace out.